The best financing. 0% for the rest of the year. For your free estimate, go to BAMBasements.com. That's BAMBasements.com. Nasty leaks, we've got the fix. Call 963-0226.
Okay, do you know where the Hall of Fame is?
What hall?
Windsor Manor
Iowa Hall of Fame. Hall of Pride.
Yeah.
At the event center. So Friday and Saturday, they'll have your name on the list. You can park there for free.
Delicious meals, activities, laundry service, and housekeeping.
Morning, everybody.
Included in monthly rent. Call 515-382-2980 and take a tour. See why so many seniors are making Windsor Manor.
Who's on here with me today?
The following show, 1021 FM and 1350 ESPN.
We're getting ready to crank it up.
Tradition TV LLC.
KRNT Des Moines, 1021 FM and 1350 ESPN, Des Moines Sports Leader, a Des Moines Radio Group station.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
All right, welcome to this week's edition. Let me do that over. All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan, brought to you in part by our good friends out at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday all across the good old US of A. Got the old Facebook Live going. Thanks, Fishing Dave's on there and a whole bunch of other people. I want to say thanks for everybody watching us on Facebook Live while we do the show this morning. Brought to you in part by our friends over at Imperial RV Centers. Thanks to Zach and Denise for helping us on the streams. What a day, man. What a week, huh? What a week. What a week. Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Tony Sowers. Good morning, Ed. Oh, my buddy Ed from St. Louis is watching. Morning, Ed. Good to see you. What a week, huh? I'm not going to go into it because I told you I didn't want to talk politics on the show anymore, but it's just how do you like those electric bills? I got my electric bill. Man, I'm not happy. Not happy at all. Hey, the show's brought to you by the fine folks, in part by the fine folks at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage in Carlisle, Iowa. If you need a spot to store your treasures, your boat, your ATV, your Polaris, your camper, you got a work trailer, whatever, Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage is the place to go. $60 a month. You get them 1 month free when you pay for a year. And they're big spots. They're 12 by 50 assigned spots. They're not little. They're 12 by 50 feet. So you get secured gates, 24/7 access, security cameras, discounts for multiple spots. I was paying more for that in Des Moines for just a real little, like the size of my truck. I mean, this is 12 feet by 50 feet. I mean, it's like 3 times bigger than what I was paying for. Crazy. You can get all that for you at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage in Carlisle. Just give Dick, Tracy, or Danielle a call at 515-822-1362, and they'll take great care of you. Tell them thanks, will you? Good people over there at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. So what's everybody doing? We got a lot of stuff going on. We got the Iowa Deer Classic next week. Can you believe that? I don't know why I have that on. I got like 50 things going on my computer. And there we go. That's better. It's distracting. And you know me, I get distracted. I got a text this morning at 6:35. Morning, Steven. Steven's going to Grimes today. How about that, huh? Way to go, Steven. I got a text this fine morning from the Milo Locker. It says, "Good morning, brother." They call me brother. Isn't that nice? I like that. Could you please remind your listeners that Milo Locker will be at the Iowa Deer Classic? They will be for the first time. They're having a first ever Deer Classic booth. They're going to be at the North Hall A, booth A90 and A91. Come on by, grab some sticks, summer sausage, jerky, ring bologna, or brats. They're going to have special show prices, and they're going to have a bunch of freebies with your purchase. So all that for you. Good morning, Jake at State Farm. All that for you at the fine folks at the Milo Locker. How about that, huh? That's exciting. Steve, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Andrew, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Here, tell everybody how your week went real quick.
Oh, week went pretty good. It was one of those were kind of up and down. You had some kids getting sick. So kind of had a 3-day weekend by the end of it, thanks to my youngest.
That's not a weekend. That's kid patrol, man.
Well, the thing is, baby, slept most of the day. I got Netflix in, there's so many shows on Netflix that you never watch that you want to watch.
I cut Netflix. They took a lot off. And they didn't lower the price. Jenny had... Jeff says he is going on the ice this morning. How about that, Jeffy? Jeff Knudsen? Jeff-a-fa. No. I used to like Netflix, but, you start cutting services, man, I'm not going to keep it.
I'm too invested.
Well, see, that's Jenny's problem. She's got a couple shows on there she really likes, but, I don't know.
It got axed anyway.
It got axed anyway. Between Sling and Prime, and good morning, Pitsy in Pennsylvania. What else am I paying for every month?
You do Peacock?
Yeah, because you know why? she loves The Office, so they got all The Office on there. So.
Yeah, they also got Yellowstone.
They do have Yellowstone, which is a soap opera for adults. Yellowstone,
exciting.
Oh, I love Yellowstone. Yeah.
Love it. I'll take me some costume any day.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I'd like to take to the train station myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Hey, we got a guest.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We do. You got him on there?
I sure do.
Do you really?
He's ready to go.
Morning, Dave Bailey. Oh, Dairy Queen Dave's on the line. Hi, Dairy Queen. How you doing, Dairy Queen Dave, over in Illinois? Dairy Queen Dave, that's my buddy.
I can do some soft serve that now.
That's too early. Let's go over to the phones and talk to our buddy George Lynch from Legendary Gear. Good morning, Georgie.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Well, it's a week before the Deer Classic, so I'm just kind of sitting here kind of thinking about everything I got to get ready. And, other than that, I'm okay. How about you?
Excited. We just got back from the NWTF down there, and that was good. And looking forward to the Iowa Deer Classic and then the Illinois Deer Classic.
Oh, you going to both, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It'll be a first for me at the Illinois, but I've been to Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, the Iowa. So.
Yeah. No. Well, you should be excited.
Well, yeah. I mean, Diane's got the whip and she's cracking it, and you're getting those calls tuned out the door. Here we go.
Yeah, that Diane, man, she's on it, isn't she?
Well, she's really pretty good. She likes to let you think that you are making decisions and you're in control, but she's right there behind me making sure that I don't.
Now, George, that's your wife you're talking about. Now, you be nice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what a good woman does. She makes sure that we walk our straight line and paths, and no, we're doing a good job together, working great together, and things are going good.
Yeah. Good morning, Jay Iverson. Good to see you, buddy. George, just do what I do. Just say, yes, ma'am. I'll get it done.
Yeah, her mother told me there was the only two words I need to know through the whole marriage. That was, yes, dear.
Yeah, you're right, hon. Yeah. You know what they say. You want a good life? Make sure you have a happy wife.
There you go. I agree with that.
Yep. So, Larry Mack was down there strolling around. He said the thing was packed.
Oh, yeah. I saw Larry down there, met his wife, and it was packed. It was, it was the first time this year that they did. I think they've done it before, maybe, but it hadn't been. It's been a while. It was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I thought it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday usually. So the Thursday seemed like a wash. The crowd wasn't that big, but Friday and Saturday was just crazy. Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, I had some friends down there that had a booth, and they were really happy with everything. Of all the shows, George, I've never made it to that show. I want to go to that one, and I want to go to the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania show one time. But man, can you imagine being a vendor there 9-10 days straight?
Yeah, we did it once. It was luckily I didn't do, but I did 4 days of it. But you're right, it is a great show. Something about Harrisburg there, the people there, they were always ready to buy.
Yeah.
So it was a good show.
Yeah, the people that I know were there, they said that they ran out of product like 2 or 3 times. It was people were buying like hands over fist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a great show.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, and I think that's right before the NBS dealer show. It's that time of year. Did they have the SHOT Show this year?
I don't know if they did or not. I didn't hear anything about it if I did.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
And that's one show that I never have gone to.
Yeah, now that's a big show too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. It's crazy, man. But you're going to be, speaking of big shows, the big shoe. You don't even know who Ed Sullivan was, do you?
Ed Sullivan? Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the Beatles.
Really big shoe for you tonight.
Really big show for you folks tonight.
Yeah, we got the Deer Classic coming up next week, and I guess you're doing seminars, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Turtles and how to live by them?
Trapping muskrats. You know, when I lived in Lexington, my friends from our first pro staff was all from the Des Moines, Iowa area, great guys. And the first time they came over to southeast Michigan to hang out with me, my neighbor had a muskrat meat sign for sale in his yard. And I had to listen to that for, I think, 2 to 3 years. They never heard of such a thing, that people ate muskrats.
Yeah. Well, you know, everything tastes better with cookies flavor enhancer, George.
Everything's just right.
So what do you...
I don't know how great that would be. Even on a muskrat, you forget the state plan.
Oh, I know, man. It's crazy. Good morning, Brant. Good to see you. Hey, so what's your seminar going to be? Do you know?
You know what? We're going to talk about, what I'd like to do is get a feel of the people that are in there, and just kind of put feelers out there, talking about the season, about anything, how's everybody's season, do they have anything they experienced, is there anything, and just kind of work into, what the crowd want to hear. Then it's going to be about waterfowl. We're going to talk about, we either talk about the past season, things that we saw, because there's definitely a change coming. With everything, I mean, the birds are definitely, they're wising up. It's a new game. There's a lot of things that's going on that's contributing to that. And so we'll go from there, and we'll probably talk about snow geese.
Okay. Well, I know from my buddies that do a lot of waterfowl hunting, and which I don't. I mean, I've actually enjoyed your podcast on Wednesdays on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. That I've been, every time I load it up on the network, I listen in and I get to learn something. So I appreciate your show. You're doing a good job on that, by the way.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So I've learned a bunch of stuff, but the flyways and stuff have been so erratic the last couple of years. There's a lot of folks that are just fit to be tied on some of that stuff.
And yeah, it's just between that refuges, we're just not holding birds. I mean, we got areas here, but normally kind of held birds if the weather stayed. And this year, I mean, damn, they froze up. Usually, your birds, if you can keep them in the area, you got food there. They got a good resting place. They're safe. But you can withstand a lot of cold because those birds will keep that water open. And as long as they keep that water open, you'll have birds in that hole. And here, it's just we don't have enough security down here on Rafton that we keep the birds protected. But I'm telling you, the first freeze up we got, we're gone. They were. That was it. And they were gone, and we don't have much of the river systems in Michigan. We had a lot of areas, especially in the southeastern part of Michigan, because of our river systems. So those river systems stay open to help keep ducks and geese around.
Yeah.
Of course, here we don't have that either. So it's either feast or famine.
Boy, we sure don't have any problem keeping geese in the metro area.
That's because they're safe.
Yeah. I tell you what, and I think it gets bigger every year. I mean, they just ain't migrating; they're just staying put.
That's exactly right. And then birds will hold birds in an area. If you got birds that are staying there, and the local birds, they start climbing up. They imprint to each other. There's no doubt. handprint of their safety. The dead geese just don't tell anybody.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know where I saw when I was in Montana, mule deer hunting last year, on those water holes, man, I saw more teal and other ducks out there. I don't know all my ducks. I don't know all my ducks like you guys do, but I know there was teal in there. But man, were they thick out in Montana?
Really?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go out there and hunt with Milk River Bob. I've never, I never been to Montana. That's one of the. I always said there's one state to get me to leave Iowa, and that would be tough. It might be Montana.
Yeah, boy, it's beautiful out there. But if you ever go in that southeast corner there in Alzada, I got buddies of mine as Trophy Plus Outfitters, but all over, and he's also got leases in Wyoming. But man, anywhere you got any water, there's tons of waterfowl on there. So pretty cool.
Maybe we'll talk about that later, and that might be our hidden spot.
Yeah. What are you doing to your phone? You keep fading in and out. You got your phone volume turned all the way up?
Yeah, it's turned all the way up. We had a little accident yesterday.
You did?
Oh yeah, I found out that I'm not a gymnastic.
Oh, what'd you do? What did you do now, George?
You saw it, my wife.
Huh?
I'm even afraid to tell my wife when I do something wrong because that sounds like, what'd you do now? George. We were calmly, in a nice, calm speed, heading out the front door on our front deck, and I just happened to put my Crocs on, and Crocs are like ice skates.
Yeah, that's not good, George.
Oh, man, I had the phone in my hand, and all I know is that my feet were the next thing I looked, my feet were higher than my head, and gravity was taking me down, and it landed on my ribs on the top step, and then bounced off of that. I had an 8.0 on the first hit of my landing. I nailed it.
Hey, I'm gonna take a real quick break, and then I'm gonna call you back on Diane's phone so we can hear you just a little better. Okay?
Sounds good, my friend.
All right, we'll be right back with George Lynch. It's the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN.
Hey, have you heard the news about the great new products from Pine Ridge Archery Products? The makers of the video camera support system, the Probo Cam, and the AT5 trail camera have done it again. Introducing the new Pine Ridge Archery line of 250 archery accessories that you will want to get on your bow. This new line includes stabilizers, peep sights, kisser buttons, and the new wrist sling. The wrist sling is totally set free. And
good morning, Jeff. You have a good weekend. Daryl, how you doing, buddy? Rick in Arizona. Quit rubbing it in, Rick. How many times I got to tell you?
When you're getting ready to shoot your game. These new nitro products
boy, you Arizona people. Oh, Speedy's out there all the time too.
These products are tons of colors so you can customize.
I love Arizona, man. It's beautiful out there.
Never before. Mention all of these products are made in the USA.
Good morning, Jeff. You out of Facebook jail?
That's right.
Good boy.
They have quality materials that will hold up.
Jeff, you get in more trouble. I've never seen anybody get in Facebook jail as much as you, man. You're a rabble rouser.
PineRidgeArchery.com.
There's a place in Ankeny that's all about the outdoors, and that place is Sportsman's Warehouse. They provide all lines of fishing gear at the best prices. You can find gear for deer, turkey, waterfowl, elk, or whatever hunting you're into. New products arrive each week to outfit you better. They have a complete firearms area, providing the finest firearms and ammunition around. Everything from cleaning equipment to reloading can be found at Sportsman's Warehouse. Their fishing department is simply the best. They have your favorite tackle like Fluger, Daiwa.
I'm on parole. Daryl's in Arizona. Are you too? Morning, John. God bless you, buddy. Tell your wife I said hi.
To the best clothes and footwear like lacrosse and Danner for the entire family. That's what you'll find at Sportsman's Warehouse. They're located off Highway 35 on Ore Labor Road, open 7 days a week to serve you. Ask about the seminar series happening every month. Your hometown outdoor.
Pastor Grantlis, how you doing, buddy? You have a good dinner, man.
Hi, my name is Hannah, and I like Chick-fil-A nuggets because they are made with love. It's kind of like if you want to go to your grandmother's house for dinner, it's going to be your real home-cooked meal. You can't go wrong with it.
Hey y'all, I'm Maddie, and something I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is their gold color.
It lets me know that I'm about to enjoy something hot and delicious. It's just comfort food. It feels good to eat.
Real guests paid for their testimonial. Are you into cooking wild game or grilling? If you are, you probably love
that
to
connection sound better?
wild game into delicious meals or great tasting snacks. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to help you make some of the best.
Andrew says he's your rip.
Stick or jerky around. High Mountain
Jeff Duggar
Seasonings
says, Andrew, I'm your rip.
you can easily use at home, including 3 new low sodium blends that will produce wild game snacks your family will
Yellowstone.
love. High Mountain Seasonings makes grilling steak or smoking your favorite meats taste even better with their specialty spices, marinades, and rubs for deer, elk, or your favorite
Morning,
steaks.
Donovan. You back home yet?
Taco and fajita blends that are spicing up kitchens and grills everywhere. Look for High Mountain Seasonings at Sportsman's Warehouse, at your favorite grilling retailer, or just go to HighMTNJerky.com for recipes or to find the closest store.
Man, I tell you what, I just cannot get this thing done.
You need to make your game or favorite grilling meats.
Why that hat just won't? There, that's better.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday. We got our buddy George Lynch on the line. George, are you there?
I'm right here, Dan. Is that better?
That's way better.
That's what she said. It's always way better.
Yeah, you sounded like the Charlie Brown teacher there once in a while. They were wah, 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 wah.
Okay, I've been told a lot of things, but I never was told that. But that's a new one.
Squirrel.
So I got to tell you, Kent Huser.
Yeah.
He's a so-called goose expert. Kent's been trying to get me to come down there and goose hunt with him for 2 or 3 years, and I just it's like, Kent, when I get done bow hunting, when I can't pull my bow anymore, then we'll start waterfowl hunting. Because I understand the passion and the attraction that you waterfowl people feel, because I love my turkey hunting. And you're out there, you're throwing out those calls, you strike a bird, you get that vocalization back and forth. I mean, it's like elk hunting elk hunting. Same thing. You get a elk to bugle at you, and you start cow calling, and they bugle back. I mean, it's exciting.
Yeah, Dan, there's no doubt in my mind that you could become a hardcore waterfowler. So you're probably going to have to read the warning label the first time you do it, because you're like me. It is. It's about things. It isn't really about killing. It's about things that you call in.
Uh-huh.
You scout. You put your mastery of the mind manipulation between animal and man, and the grind of figuring animals out, fighting the weather, and it's addictive, because the first time I ever went bow hunting for elk, I mean, the first time I heard that bull bugle, I think the hair went up back of my neck, and I said, this is turkey hunting on steroids. That's what this is. And it's just anything that you call in, it's just, you get addicted to it. There's not a doubt.
Yeah, George, I think turkey hunting's always one of my favorite for things to bow hunt is them turkeys. And the reason it just took me forever to get proficient at it, they kicked my butt for 3 or 4 years. I mean, I was calling way too loud, way too often. I wasn't setting up the right way. I mean, anything that you could do wrong, I did. And once I started getting it and understanding, I had to finally just shut up in the blind and listen to what the birds were doing. And once I learned to mirror what those hens were doing, and if I heard a hen call do 3 or 4 or 5 notes, then I'd start calling 3 or 4 or 5 notes. And then if that tom would answer me every time, when I first started, I kept calling and calling and calling. Well, in nature, the hen goes to the tom. The tom doesn't go to the hen. So when you're sitting there and you're not moving and you keep calling every time, that bird's either going to get disinterested or he knows something's not right. So once I figured that out, man, my world changed on turkey hunting, and it started coming together. And I just don't think there's anything more rewarding than that, except for like with you guys on your goose setups, when you're calling them geese in and they commit. And I mean, I get it. I just, the reward on that is amazing.
Yeah, I was telling story the other day is about Philip Vanderpool, hunting with Philip, and here's a guy that's got a collection of what was room full of huge bucks. And we went duck hunting down there in Arkansas. I think it was Whispering Oaks, George Washington's place. And, we hunted down there, and Philip was filming. And I'll never forget, him and T.J. Unger both were with us, and I looked at him, and I said, yeah, he was in the blind the first morning. I said, any of you guys ever film waterfowl? Yep. You just deer turkey? This ought to be interesting.
Yeah.
They looked at me, and then first ducks went through. Hey, did you get that? Hey, did you get that? This is a different game, and it is. But when Philip got behind the gun and behind the shoulder and watched him shoot his first greenhead, he was as excited as a young kid.
Oh, sure.
And I'll never forget that. It's just, I told him there is a God because he hit it with a shotgun and it's his bird. Well, we are.
Do you know how many turkeys I've missed with a shotgun?
More than the bow?
Why do you think I bow hunt?
Because you're a terrible shotgun shot.
I cannot hit crud with a shotgun, man. I don't understand it. I can shoot claybirds okay, but I know I've missed at least 4 or 5 toms with a shotgun, and I missed the last one. The last time I went shotgun hunting, George, I missed one at 30 yards. I emptied the gun 3 shots. I missed him 3 times. And I said, that's it. I'm going to bow. And now I'm up to 90 birds with my bow.
Wow. That's incredible, Dan.
Yeah. So I just shotgun, you can have it. When I went quail hunting down at Triple H Outfitters in Kansas a couple years ago, I know I missed 30, 40 quail. And the dog was so mad at me. He kept turning around, looking at me, going, "What is your problem?"
Yeah, when the dog starts to hike on your leg, your shooting performance must not be part of the day.
No, when the dog's giving you dirty looks, you're not doing well. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to. Whenever I get into shotgun mode again. I tell you, I've been trying to find me a 28 or a 20 gauge 1100. Boy, I tell you what, those things are hard to find.
I have I remember, I have to look at his Model 11s. They were my dad's. I have the 12, 28 gauge, and 410. The 28 and the 410 and skeet model. And they come with, they're in mint condition. But you talk about great shooting shotguns. And I thought about this year hunting with the 28 gauge. Just for that, we're shooting them at, 10, 15 yards. So that's one. It's kind of interesting you brought that up, and I've used different ammunition, and there's some great ammunition out there, great makers out there of the ammunition. But one of the things I tried to get relayed to the young guys out there today, and you see it so much on social media. This stuff is good, but make sure that we're not, paying this high dollar and shooting this other stuff so we can shoot further out.
Yeah.
I still think that the hunt has to be up close.
Yeah.
And so if I shot a 28 gauge, or if you shoot them at 15, 20, 30 yards, no more than 30 yards, I think that anything on the market, it's just like I said, there's nothing wrong with the high-end non-toxic stuff. Just make sure that we don't use it to increase our distance.
Yeah, I like getting those birds in. I want to hear them spitting and drumming, and I want to hear, turkeys make 28, 26 different vocalizations. I want to hear as many of those things as I can. And they're out there at 60, 70 yards. You don't hear all that.
No. The spitting and drumming, like you said, up close. And then there's times it's hard to explain that, but when you're sitting in that turkey woods and all of a sudden right to your right, it's totally different. I had a trip out to Iowa before I even moved out here years ago. We came out here in the spring. We were going to do some snow goosing, but I wanted to run deer hunts over in the southwest side of Iowa, the people that we were doing snow goosing with. And we were scouting around, and I found a turkey. It was midday, and it was, it would be that snow goosing, so we were probably into March. So I was walking around and had the coveralls on, but I heard, I looked up and I saw a gobbler in the middle of the woods about 30 yards away, gobbling. I wasn't 30 yards from them. And there was an owl above me who was hooting at the same time. So I just started calling with my mouth, and this doggone turkey had another person with me. Funny thing is, our phones and everything were back at the truck. This turkey walked up on my knees within 2 feet of my face.
Huh. Well, they knew
the whole way.
They knew it wasn't hunting season.
That's exactly right. They said, well, that's probably the only thing I see more uglier than the hens I'm
Good day, sir.
Gary Peck says it's 187 days till bear season in Minnesota.
There you go. Have you ever bear hunted?
Yeah, I've shot 9 bears over the years on the show. Yeah, I love
it on the show.
On the TV show, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love bear hunting, man. Bear's great. It's a great protein to eat. Yeah. Donovan, my buddy in Kansas, he wants me to get him an Outdoor Call Radio hoodie, hat, and a T-shirt. I'm working on it, Donovan. I'm working on it. When I was in Colorado elk hunting, what was that? 3 years ago. I had about a 450-pound cinnamon, which is like a rusty brown color phase for a black bear. That's why it looks like cinnamon that you put on your toast. We were sitting on the ground, Donovan's dad and I, and we were on a wallow, and I had one of those wind scent units out and I had a cow elk estrus cartridge in there, and it was smoking the scent out. And I had that bear come in and went right to that wind scent unit. And that bear was at probably 7-8 yards away from me, and I was on the ground. And all I had between me and the bear was the camera on the tripod. And I've shown that footage on Facebook a couple of times. I tell you what, George, I think that's probably one of the most exciting things I've ever had happen to me in my 25-year hunting career.
Imagine at close proximity, you probably could almost feel him breathe.
I don't know, but if Hilly had his crossbow with him, because he had that red dot on him, because if he would have got, I looked over at Hilly and I said, don't move, because they can't see worth a darn, but they can smell and hear really good. But that bear finally figured out we were humans, and it was getting a little close, buddy.
Have you hunted bears in Canada as well?
I've taken 3 bears. I think 3 bears in Canada. I took 4. I took 3 in Ontario, out by Lake Wabigoon, up by Dryden. Yep. And I bear hunted up there a few times. A place used to be called Bear Paw Landing. Carl Seek owned that at that time. That's where I took my very first bear, and then I took a bunch. And then I took one in Alberta. I took a color phase in Alberta. And then the rest were in Minnesota with my buddies. That's where I met Donovan up at bear camp in Minnesota. And then the last several bears I shot at Gary Peck's place up by Deer River, Minnesota. I love Minnesota. It just takes you forever to get a tag now. I used to be able to go every year. But there's a lot of nice bears up there.
That's the same way of the Upper Peninsula, which reminds me of Minnesota, Michigan. When they went to a draw, people being drawn, the bear hunting got pretty tough, but there's some monster bears in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Marvin, I'm going to be at the Deer Classic all weekend. I'll be at booth 905. We're actually going to have the Outdoor Call Radio booth. George, what's your booth number?
906. We're going to blow those calls all day long.
You're right next to me, George?
No, I don't know. Diane knows.
Oh.
I just show up.
Yeah. Larry got in trouble a couple years ago because he was blowing that elk bugle, that dual bugle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they came and made him quit. I go, it's an outdoor show. What's wrong with blowing an elk bugle?
Yeah, there's something about an elk bugle and a duck call that offends a woman's ear.
I don't know, man. I tell you what, I hear an elk. You know what's so funny? We live in Des Moines, right? And we live on just kind of like on the outside of Des Moines. We're still in Des Moines, but just on the fringe. And our neighborhood, and I'll have deer in the backyard, or I'll have the kids like 2 houses down. They'll be out there playing in the backyard and stuff, and I'll go grab my elk bugle, and I'll open that door up, and I'll just start going. I'll start bugling, and them kids, they look around, because I told them be careful about, there's a large hairy animal running around in them woods behind the house. So whenever I see So whenever I see those kids getting into close to the woods, well, George, there's some pretty sketchy people in them woods back there. And I'll just leave it at that. I worry about those kids sometimes, you know.
Oh man.
I'm hunting rabbit.
That's Andrew. Shut up, Andrew. But yeah, it's, you know, and boy, my lab, man, I blow that elk bugle. He don't know what to think of that.
Have you ever? Has your lab ever been waterfowl hunting?
You know, he's 2 years old, George, and I've taken him. I've pretty much got him shed hunting, but I have not. I've never waterfowl hunted. I think I've hunted waterfowl maybe one time. So no, he's never been around it.
I think that that'd be the part, Dan, that you would really enjoy. And it's like, as a hunting, rabbit hunting, coon hunting, anything that you do that takes an animal, the love of being with that dog and watching that dog work. And for years, I always had a great waterfowl dog. And I mean, some of my tremendous memories that I had was watching my dog with me.
Yeah.
You know, talk about a lab. I mean, a lab has got to be one of the most user-friendly pets. I mean, you take a lab and teach them to trail blood. You can teach them to smell narcotics. You can teach them to hunt waterfowl. You can teach them to hunt pheasants, upland. You know, it's a labs, and then they always make a beautiful family pet.
Oh, Raven's a good dog. He's 100 pounds now too, man. He's a moose.
Oh, that is a big lab.
Oh, he pulls me out of my chair, George. I mean, it's nuts. Andrew comes over when we do the Wednesday drive at the house. I mean, it's like he jumps up on Andrew, and it's like I got to rescue Andrew every time he comes over. He's a big doggy. So.
How old? You said he's 2 years old.
He's 2 years, yeah.
Black or yellow or?
He's a black lab. That's why I named him Raven. He's shiny black. Yeah. Yeah, he's a good puppy. That's Jenny's dog. That's the love of her life, man. She gives that dog prime rib, chicken. She goes, because she gets mad at me because I just feed him kibble, you know. And that dog, I'll feed that dog and he'll go over to his bowl and he'll look at me and go, "What's this?" Because he's so used to her giving him, she fixes him gourmet meals on top of his kibble. It's like, Jen, you're ruining that dog. That's the love of my life, Dan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bless her.
Yeah. It's like, well, I got news for you. Something happens to you, that dog ain't getting prime rib. I'm telling you that right now.
We're going to have a serious talk here. Me and Raven and I are going to have a serious talk.
I might throw some shredded cheese on there for him once in a while. But
I'll tell you what, if Raven got to where he was tracking some wounded big deer for you and helped you find him, I think he could eat whatever he wants.
Yeah, well, yeah, that dog's something else. I'll tell you how smart he is. That dog knows. She buys him toys. That dog's got more toys than I do. I mean, it's all over the house. But that dog, she'll name the toy when she gives it to him. She goes, "This is Gertie," like this little giraffe. She calls him Gertie. That dog, you go put all his toys up, and if she says, "Go get Gertie," he goes and gets it and brings it to her. He knows all his toys by name.
It reminded me one night, I had a Chesapeake that old Buck was the wonder dog. Everybody knew Buck across the country.
Uh-huh.
He was amazing. He was amazing, the Chesapeake. And one day I was showing a friend of mine in the house. Buck had a stuffed rabbit. We called the rabbit. And he had his ball and the shoe. And I said, "You want to see how smart this dog is?" I said, "Hey," he was doing really good. I said, "Hey, go get your ball." And he would take off through the house and come back with his ball.
Oh, yeah.
And then I said, "Hey, go get your bunny." I go, "Watch this." I was really, "Go get your bunny." I came back with a boot. I said, "That's not your bunny. It's a boot." He dropped the boot and came back with a bunny.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I tell you what, George, I don't know why God only lets them live for 10, 11, 12 years. I don't know why he can't let dogs live 20, 25 years, because I don't think there's a greater example of unconditional love out there than the love between a dog and his family.
Oh, absolutely. I said, "You want to know loyal? Look at a dog." It was always a comical little joke that we told, but it was always true that an old man in Iowa once told me, "Man, you want to see who loves you more, your dog or your woman? Put them both in the trunk of your car for 3 hours, and when you open it, see which one's happy to see you.
Now, see, I wasn't going to go there, George. So, Diane's got to be sitting right there, man.
Diane's in the other room, so I just do what every male does.
Yeah.
I would do that, baby. I need you.
Andrew Harris. Andy said hi. He's down in Orlando at the Florida Hardware Show. Andrew's with Lethal Scent Products. I love Lethal, man. That's some good stuff.
You know what? You've been using it for quite a while, and
Larry
heard a lot of good stuff about it.
Larry and Philip got me hooked on that stuff, and I got to tell you, George, that stuff is amazing, man.
I think I'm going to try it this year. That's scent is the number one thing. When we're talking about whether it's waterfowl, deer, whatever you're hunting, the number one thing for me, of course, you do your scout and you want to know there's got to be animals there, but concealment.
Yeah.
And you're not going to do anything if they see or smell you.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Well, real quick, we got to take a break, but real quick, scent control, you need to do that in turkey season. And I know people, they look at me when I say that in seminars all the time. But how many times have you been out turkey hunting and have white-tailed deer come in and scent you and start stomping and blowing and ruin your hunt? You need to spray down in the spring, spray your blind down, your decoys and all that. You got to keep your scent to a minimum because that'll help you from them deer busting up your turkey hunts.
And that is I would say every turkey hunter's worst nightmare.
Oh, it happens almost every other season. I mean, I hear it all the time, George. I mean, it's crazy. George, hang on. I got to hit a real quick break. We'll be right back with George Lynch on 1350 ESPN. Morning, Aaron. Good morning, Jeremy. Good morning, Tony. Hi, Cheyenne. Good to see you. Thanks, Donovan. I'll wish you a happy birthday, buddy. Hi, Matt. Brant, he is a good dog. Gary Peck, love you, buddy. Okay, that's all right. I haven't had George on in a while. I like.
Speeds, handle your golf cart needs. Check out our website for a complete.
You're welcome, buddy. That's my job, Andy.
Our dogs are part of the family,
and I do. I love Lethal.
All kinds.
Good morning, Clue Patch. Have you got that app figured out yet, Jeffy?
Call Chris at Pet Stop of Des Moines. Chris Spoltra is the owner of the Pet Stop franchise in the Des Moines area and has been keeping pets safe for over 19 years. A Pet Stop system will not only keep your pet from leaving your desired area outside, but can also be set up to keep your pet out of areas in your home.
You open the app and you turn your computer on. You open the app on your phone and listen on your phone, not on your computer on the Facebook Live. See?
And stay safe at the same time.
That's Mayor Harris to you. All right, Your Honor. Shut up, Andy.
Call 515-975-2190 or go online at petstop.com. Pet Stop of Des Moines. Outdoors Dan recommended and Raven approved.
Good morning, Steve. How's things up in New York, buddy? Good to see you.
And the folks at PureCrappie.com.
I got you, Jeffy.
Run it out your next fishing trip. Whether you dip, troll, or cast for them, PureCrappie.com has the baits, tackle, and apparel every crappie angler will appreciate. So before you head to your favorite fishing hole, head on over to PureCrappie.com. That's PureCrappie.com. They will help you catch more fish. They're one of America's favorite fish to go after. Whether you call it whole papermouth or a slab.
When we come back, we're going to give one of your juice calls away for the Fraser Haven on the app
Whether you
this
dip,
week.
troll, or cast
So when we come back, I want you to describe that call for me.
tackle, and apparel every crappie angler will appreciate.
All right,
So
you're doing
before
it.
you head to your favorite fishing hole, head on over to PureCrappie.com.
No, I don't want you. I just want you to tell everybody what it is and how
They
you
will
can
help you
all
catch more fish.
All that jargon.
That big buck has eluded you for seasons. You see his scrape line, but just can't figure him out. Have you heard of Pure Whitetail? Pure Whitetail can help you see more deer and target that buck that haunts you. Pure Whitetail has some of the best
That
deer
don't
scents
sound
you can
good, but
rely
see,
on
they're not
to
gonna-
work
they're
scrape
gonna think
lines
it's
or
the call
build
and
box
not the
scrapes that
phone
will help you see more deer. Pure Whitetail's natural and synthetic products are developed straight off their farm. Scents like Bedded Up, Fixation, and Power Shot, to name a few.
Yeah.
Scents are available in powder and liquid form to last longer on hanging branches or scrapes. Try the White Lightning Estrus Scent. It's a proven scent that bugs can't resist.
No, you're
Pure
good.
Whitetail
You're
is
good.
more
You're having
than
fun.
scents.
You're doing a
It's
good
a
job.
community of hunters that are family. Just go to purewhitetail.com and check out all they have to offer. Scents, hunting gear, seed, grilling sauces, coffee, apparel, field staff opportunities, and family. Want to be more successful in the field? Go to purewhitetail.com or look them up on Facebook. If you love
Sure, Jeff, we'll have a training session on the app. Come on by.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio Show with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. You know what today is? I put this on Facebook. It blew my mind when I started looking this up. This is our 1056 or 40. It's in the 1050s show that I've done in Iowa today. This is on Saturdays. We've got over 1,050 shows on Saturday mornings. That's 20 years of shows every Saturday. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, I'm telling you. You know, George, that just shows you that people like mediocrity.
Well, Dan,
Huh?
I want to congratulate you. I mean, if you think about that, 20 years of dedication of doing that same thing and hitting the trenches for us hunters and sticking up for our rights. I mean, I just want to congratulate you for that and commend you. I mean, we need people as stewards and spokesperson of our outdoors. You know.
Yeah. You know what? It's been an honor, and I'm hoping I can do it another 10 or 15 years. You know, before I get too old. But I just love talking with people. So, hey, we're gonna on the Outdoor Call Radio, which you are on every Wednesday. They can hear your show. It loops several times, so if you listen anytime from midnight on Wednesday all the way to 11:59 Wednesday night, you can hear George and Michael Lee from Backwoods Life, and then we've got the Keystone guys, the Keystone Experience, and then Andrew and I do a live show at 5. But George he leads it off every Wednesday, and one of the things that we're doing is we do a thing called the Phrase That Pays that plays every day. And if you hear the phrase that pays, and you email me the phrase that pays and your name and address and phone number, I put you in a drawing, and then every week we draw a prize. This week we're actually going to give away, I'm going to draw it when I get home today, is a brand new Legendary Gear goose call. And what goose call are you giving away?
One of our most popular ones that we came up with is called the Old Man, and it was a call that I originally designed.
Did you name that after me? Thank you, George.
No, I was thinking more of myself. No, but recently the name came up, Dan, was because this call was designed. We did a call for the Cree Indians a while back, and they wanted a longer call, a call that they can get deeper on. So I went to the table and designed a call that was a little bit longer, was easier to achieve the deep honks and stuff. And the Old Man just came out so perfect that it's been one of our top sellers because it sounds so good in the field. But that guy just starting, whether you're old, young, the call is designed to help to emulate the Canada goose, and it doesn't take a whole lot of air. It doesn't take much hand manipulation. It's just a day in, day out killer call. So that's the Old Man is what we're offering.
The Old Man. How old are you, Georgie?
62.
Are you really 62?
Yeah.
Now
That's
see,
what good living.
now
Good living does for you.
Well, here's the thing. I thought I was actually older than you are. I'm 58, and I thought you were like in your middle 50s. To be honest with you.
I wish you had told me that. Then I would probably said 48.
Yeah, no. I would have said middle 50s. I mean, I'm usually pretty close. What I don't understand is Kent. You got a guy like Ken Huser. Now Kent looks like he's 64. You know, I always thought Kent was older than I am. He's like 5 years younger than I am.
No kidding.
Yeah. Now doesn't that shock you that he's not older than me?
I think he gets stressed out chasing deer, and it's just hasty.
I go, how in the world are you younger than me? Because you look way older than I do. Boy, he gets mad when I tell him that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any of his family smoke barbecue down there?
Oh, that little rib shack?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Died for it.
Yeah, I actually, the last time I went down there, I bet you I spent $100 on food and I brought it back. I mean, that little rib shack, it's on the other side of Kansas City, is amazing.
Oh, it's amazing. We went down. We were filming. They were hunting with bows, Josh and his boys, and Kent and Larry was the one filming. This is a great story. So we get there, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna call, and these guys are all hunting with bows, and we're backed up to this barn with pallets in front that we're hiding behind. And so I'm calling, and these birds are coming in, and believe it or not, they shot a couple birds with their bows.
Yeah.
One was even banded.
Uh-huh.
I'll never forget. You know Larry Mack, and Larry is right on my side, and I'm just hitting that call, and they're right above us. And while I'm there, now I brought a gun, but it's in my case. I said, why would I have a gun? These guys are shooting like with bows. Well, I wish I'd have taken the gun out of the case because, Larry Mack, oh man, there's those black neck collars we've been seeing. And I looked at him and said, excuse me? Oh, there's 3 black neck collars right above us in that group. And, oh, my gosh. I mean, they went right over. And then, beat that, he says, oh, my goodness, there's those blonde Canada geese.
Oh, man.
I've never seen a blonde. There was 3 of them.
Yeah, yeah.
So I pulled the shot. So we called the next day. I said, guys, I love you guys, but we're going back to that field tomorrow. It was so hot. You had bows. You had all these opportunities. I'm going back tomorrow. I either want to kill one of those blonde geese or I want one of those black neck collars. We never saw a bird.
That's the way it goes, man. That's hunting. Yeah, that's hunting. Hey, we got an hour with you goes really quick, man. Tell everybody you're going to be at the Deer Classic all next week. You guys have your own booth, Legendary Gear, right?
Yep, next week we'll be at the Deer Classic, Diane and I. I think we got another gentleman, but we'll be there carrying all our products, all the new stuff. Look forward to seeing guys. Always got tales of deer stories and waterfowl stories to share.
Do you know what day you're doing seminars?
No.
I bet you he's doing Saturday or Sunday, folks. So just look up Georgie. Just come by and say hi and tell George and Diane hello, and they'll get you all up to speed. But do you know your website?
Diane says it's Saturday.
See, what did I tell you? It was Saturday. I told you.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, 1 o'clock on Saturday.
4 o'clock.
All right.
4 o'clock.
Do you know your website, George?
LegendaryGearUSA.com.
There you go. I'm proud of you. Hey, tell everybody goodbye, buddy.
Hey, take care, guys. Be safe in the field.
All right, we'll talk to you next week, pal. Thank you.
Yep, bye-bye.
There he goes, George Lynch, everybody. We got to go. We are so late for a break. Andy, I always call you. You never answer. Steve, good to see you in New York. Hank Miller down at Revelton. Good morning, bro. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Hey everybody, Outdoors Dan here. Let me ask you a quick question. Are you a hunter? If you are, there's a group that I would like to introduce you to, and that's Hunting Works for Iowa. Hunting Works for Iowa is a statewide organization that is focused on not only what hunting is, but what it does for the state of Iowa. Did you know hunting?
Good job. See, I was only going to have you on for half an hour, and I kept you an hour.
Hunters buy tags and permits every year so they can hunt here.
Yeah.
That impacts restaurants, retail stores.
No, you did good. You had some good stories. That's what I love hearing. That's what it's all about. Want to hear the hunting stories. So, yeah, you better take care of that voice. I can tell you're getting a little hoarse.
Working hard every year to limit your ability to hunt here. So Hunting Works for Iowa is partnering with not only hunters, but businesses all across the state to protect your rights. If you want to learn more about Hunting Works for Iowa, or if you're interested in becoming a partner, please go check out their website at huntingworksforiowa.com.
Hey, don't feel bad. I took the trash out a couple weeks ago, and I had my Crocs on, and I did the same thing. I slipped, and I went right on my side, and it knocked the wind out of me. I thought I was when I don't have my phone, and I'm sitting there going, Jenny, and I had to get up, and finally I could get up, and I'm telling you, I'm still sore, man. That was over a week or 2 weeks ago, man. We're getting old, man. We don't bounce like we used to.
Even kitchen knives. The Worksharp Knife and Tool Sharpener does this with precision angle sharpening guides and flexible abrasive belts to ensure the proper 20-degree angle every time. Each Worksharp knife and tool sharpener is assembled in the USA.
I know. I'm sure you're the same way. In my head, I'm still 25. You know, it's just the old body and the mind ain't getting together anymore. That's for sure.
Or the Sharp guided field sharpener at a store near you.
I'm telling you, bud. Hey, you be good, and I'll see you next week. And well, Larry's gonna be up, so it'll be Larry and me running around. But come by the booth and stuff, though. Okay.
Are one of the most accurate and deadliest broadheads.
All right, buddy. I'll make sure we come by and say hi and take some pics.
The Raptor trick, the Viper trick, the Magnum.
Thanks, Georgie.
Trick, the Grizz trick 2, or the standard slip trick. They all
Good guy right there, George Lynch. I like George.
With superior cutting diameters. They feature an all-steel ferrule Alcatraz blade lock system.
You need to listen. If you haven't listened to the Outdoor Call yet, he's on every Wednesday. He does a good job on that show. You should listen in, especially if you love waterfowl hunting.
4-inch bone-splitting tip, 2-inch cutting diameter, and deadly
Andrew Miller,
flight.
Andrew Harris. Morning, Hank.
Can depend on 100% of the
Andy says we don't call him anymore. Andy, you're at a show. How am I going to call you when you're at a show?
A short recovery. For more information, go online.
Brad, Monday we are going to play Hunting for X's. That'll be on tomorrow. Hunting for X's, the Healthy Herd, and the Outdoor Drive, I think, are on tomorrow all day, okay?
Blends like Trophy Acre, Lazy Acre, Clover Deluxe, and the popular Dixie 6 to their attractants like Game Changer, Sweet Stuff, and Buck Robber. The best way to put it is, if you're not using Backwoods Attraction products,
there you go, Ian.
hope your neighbor isn't
And Spurs Up Call Show.
Has the feed and
Hey,
seed
can you pop on the playlist when we get back on the air and put those on for tomorrow? Spurs Up Calls, the Healthy Herd, and Hunting for X's.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. That was a good segment with our friend George Lynch. I tell you what, that's good folks over there. Let's see. Iowa Deer Classic is next week. It's going to be March 5th, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So I'll have more information for you on that. We got a brand new show on the Outdoor Call Radio Network that debuted on Thursday. It's called From the Back Burner. Remember we had Jonathan Odell on a couple weeks ago talking about squirrels? That's Jonathan's show, and I got a hold of Paul, Jonathan's manager, and we worked out. And so Jonathan and Hank Shaw and Scotty Lyseth will be on every Thursday talking about the outdoors and cooking and recipes on the Outdoor Call Radio app. So if you have not downloaded that yet, please do. It's all free. And on every Thursday, that'll play all day. You'll get some great hunting stories and some tips and some outdoor cooking recipes that you'll be able to utilize in the kitchen. That's a good show, man. And Stacy Lynn Harris is supposed to be coming on. Hopefully, we'll start getting her stuff here pretty soon. I need to talk with her again. That's for sure. Man, hour number 1's in the books. Can you believe that? I tell you, I love having George on because he's got some good stories. I always like to hear that. So we'll be back here in a few minutes, and then it's just you and I for hour number 2. I got the fishing reports to do, and I got some other outdoor information to talk about, and we got a Cookies Barbecue Grill Pack and some Deer Classic tickets to give away for next week, and we've got a mailbag segment, and we got to talk to Smokin' Joe. So we got a lot to do before we get out of here on the show today, you know. We haven't heard from Andrew much today. I don't know what's going on over there. He's been pretty quiet. I don't know. He's probably tired. I don't know. We'll find out. Keep it here on 1350 ESPN. No flipping. No flippy. We'll be back.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month.
So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you.
It's going to be a fun day today, isn't it, folks? I'm telling you.
Whether it's camping, hunting, or fishing, you want your camping setup to be easy and your stay as comfortable as possible. Camprite has been helping folks enjoy the outdoors as problem-free as possible since.
Did you already set Sunday?
Camprite employees are outdoor enthusiasts.
You did?
That use and design each product to make sure your
all right, well, I'll do this later then.
They carry great
you got that from the back burner on? Okay. Morning, Richard. How you doing, bud?
That'd be a good one since you just promoted it.
There you go, buddy. Boy, you're fishing, man. Andrews. Richard's fishing.
Also specializes in sleeping bags, camping tables, cooking prep units, chairs, and other fine quality outdoor products. With over 17 years of field testing, great outdoor gear products, Camprite is the right choice to make adventures not only comfortable, but also carefree. Check out all these Camprite products at your local Sportsman's Warehouse or anytime on the web at Camprite.com.
It's just for some reason
That's Camprite with a K.
they sound okay.
So it's time to refill the tank.
Morning, Skippy.
Well,
I know when I'm doing the liners, when I use the Rode, the liners sound better than if I go on the network and use that. I don't like it. It doesn't sound as good.
Grilled salmon or an Iowa pork tenderloin, to name just a few. Central Standard Restaurant features a large menu that will be sure to please even the pickiest ones in your crew.
That's probably one of the best pieces of equipment I've ever
To any
bought.
kid from 5 to 50. The shakes are just like Mom and Dad had back in their day. Cold, tall, and amazing. Central Standard Restaurant features shakes like birthday cake, cookie dough, strawberry cheesecake. Chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla are always available as well. From large screen TVs and plenty of...
What's up in Green Bay today, Skippy? What show is that, bud?
So much. It'll become
Heck
one of your
keeps
go-to
folding out.
places. Carry out is always available at Central Standard. Central Standard Restaurant is located at 1222 Southeast University.
You know what you do when you get a new hat? I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you take a bowl, you put the bowl inside your hat crest, and then you put it in your dishwasher and run it and let it dry, and that softens your hat and makes it easier to form. I haven't done that yet. I got to do that.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan.
Another great tip. Morning, Bryce. How you doing, bud? All right, welcome back to hour number 2 of the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN. Hour number 2 is brought to you by the fine folks at Elite Archery. Have you taken the shootability challenge yet? If you have not, why not? Go to your nearest Elite dealer, draw that bow back, get your anchor point, and you're going to understand why I say I love Elite, because you're going to be able to sit there and hold and hold and hold. I'm showing everybody on Facebook Live how I draw an anchor. And hold and aim and aim and aim and aim, and you're not going to be shaken. You're not going to be getting tired because of that wonderful Elite feel. When you're at full draw, it's an amazing thing with an Elite. That's what sold me from the beginning. If you want to see what I'm talking about, just go to your nearest Elite dealer, like Archery Field and Sports in Altoona, and they'll take care of I'm telling you right now, I love the Envision. If you're on a budget, you know, we're all on different levels. We really are. Economically, hunting professional level. You know, some of you might be just starting out in your hunting career. Some of you, like me, might be going in towards the end of your hunting career. I mean, I'm hoping I get another 10 or 15, 20 years. You never know. But, man, that's scary. I hate to say that. I'm hoping I get 20 or 30. What am I saying, 10 or 15? But we're all at different levels, and that means, you know, whenever you start out, you don't have to spend a ton of money to get good gear to be proficient. It's whatever you are comfortable with in the field that's going to give you the best. When you're comfortable with your equipment, what does that do for you? It gives you confidence, and if you're confident when you're out there, you're going to be more successful. That Basin and that terrain bow that Elite came out with this year, for $700 and less, you got 2 bows there that are absolutely amazing. I would not be afraid to hunt with either one of those bows. Those bows are great bows, and they're really fun to shoot. So go check out the new Elite line at your nearest Elite dealer, and you're going to find a hunting partner that's going to be just right for you. I promise you'll be glad you did. Matthew, man, Western PA, Matthew, good to see you, buddy. I'm going to be in Pennsylvania. I'm going to be in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, April 9th and 10th, talking turkey with the fine folks at the Chico Outdoor Show. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be my very first time doing seminars in Pennsylvania. Boy, that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping Larry Mack goes with me. And let him experience Larry Mack in all his glory. Larry's going to be talking whitetails, so he'll be in his glory.
In all his glory.
In all his glory.
And you can ambush call him right then and there.
And no, I don't have to. He'll be right there.
You can just ambush him.
Yeah, I'll be able to sit in the crowd and heckle him. You know?
Boo, get off the stage.
Where's your rattle, big boy?
Where's my donut?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun. He'll just sit there and look at me and shake his head and tell me shut up. Shut up. All right, let's do the sportsman. Oh, hey, speaking of the Deer Classic next week, let's get a couple calls lined up. 244-1350, 244-1350 if you haven't won anything. Tell you what, let's do this. If you haven't won anything this year, what are we in February? So if you haven't won anything in the last 2 months, I'm going to try and spread the wealth a little bit. 244-1350. Morning, Stewie. That's my moose hunting buddy, Mr. Stewie. He's going to Alberta with me. Up to the Canadian Outfitting Company. That's going to be fun. 244-1350, and we'll see about hooking you up with some Deer Classic tickets. Sportsman's Warehouse has got a big deal going on at the Classic. If you apply for their credit card and you get approved, they're going to hand you $75. They're just going to give you $75 for applying. Brand spanking new. Is Donovan coming over next weekend? I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's going to be in Michigan, Jeffy. They're going to give you a $75 gift card and a hat if you get approved. How about that? Just for applying and getting approved, $75. So I believe the Sportsman's booth is going to be right next to me. So just come on, say hi, and we'll let you get geared up for all the prizes we're doing, and then Sportsman's will take good care of you there as well. All right. Good morning, Paula. Me too, Paula. We got warmer weather heading our way. How about that? Let's do the fishing reports brought to you by the fine folks at Sportsman's Warehouse. Arrowhead Lake is reporting ice thickness at 9 inches near the boat ramp. Gills are fair. Waxies on a small jig and 10 to 15 feet of water is producing some fish. Bacon Creek Lake has got, they had that. Morning, Jeff Kerr. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Bacon Creek Lake still got over 1,500 trout that were stocked this winter. If you can get out there, get you some trout. Blackhawk Lake, gills are fair, perch are fair, crappie are fair. Brushy Creek, ice conditions are variable. The thickest ice is by the Big Island near the South Boat Ramp. Let's go see what Tom is up to this morning. Tom, good morning, buddy. How you doing? Tom? Hello, Tom.
Hello?
Tom, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing good.
What are you up to?
I am sitting in the parking lot at the 4-H building waiting to go into the swap meet.
Oh, there you go. That sounds like fun. You want to try for a pair of Deer Classic tickets this morning?
That sounds like a great deal.
Well, it is a great deal. Tell you what, I'm going to make this really easy on you, okay? You ready? Were you listening to the show a little bit ago?
Actually, I was listening for a while on my way down, but I don't know if I caught everything.
But do you know who the guest was?
I missed that part of it.
Do you know what we were talking about?
I caught the very end, and it sounded like it was duck and goose calls.
Well, there you go. You're a winner. Good, ding, ding, ding. Congratulations. How about that?
Sounds like a good deal.
All right. We'll call you back after the show, get your information, and you get to go to the Classic. Stop by and say hi to us.
Will do.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
Have a good day.
There you go. See, that was easy. Tried to make it easy on them. All right, let's see. Brushy Creek, those areas where most of the ice fishing is taking place. Black crappie bite is good. Gills are good. Walleye are fair. Yellow perch are slow. Let's see. Moreland Pond's about 1,500 rainbow trout there. Storm Lake, walleye bite is fair. White bass are fair. Yellow perch are fair. Clear Lake has a protected slot limit. All walleye between 17 and 22 inches must be immediately released unharmed. The walleye bite is good on jigging spoons, tip with a minnow, or cut bait in 8-10 feet of water. Yellow bass are slow, and the yellow perch are good. Spirit Lake is reporting 20-plus inches of ice in most places. The crappie bite is fair. Bluegills are fair. Yellow perch are fair. West Okoboji, 20-plus inches of ice there. Black crappie bite is good. Gills are good. Rathbun Reservoir is 904. They're reporting a little warmer weather and wind has deteriorated the ice, causing thin ice around the shoreline. So be careful and always check your ice when you're out there. Well, you should be checking your ice wherever you go. Good morning, Richard. How you doing this morning, buddy? Good to see you. Red Hawk Lake, ice is deteriorated, so use extreme caution there. Big Creek Lake, ice thickness is 14 inches. The black crappie bite is fair. Target crappies in the early morning or evenings over brush piles and road beds. In the middle part of the lake, the gill bite is good. The wiper bite is fair. Good morning, Roger Wild up there in New York. Good to see you, buddy. Black crappie bite is slow. Lake Patoka, the rainbow trout is fair. They're still catching them through the ice on jigging spoons, waxies, or just a jig with a live minnow. All right, there you go. There's your fishing report for the week. How about that? That was easy. Easy peasy. Andrew, we're all caught up with everything, aren't we?
So far, so good.
Yeah, so we got all the breaks in last hour?
Yeah, we did, barely.
Did we?
We skated by.
We skated by. So if you're coming to the Deer Classic next week, here's what we got going on. We're going to be giving away a $500 turkey decoy, courtesy of Wade and Teresa. Good morning, Jeff. Good to see you this morning on Facebook Live. We're going to be giving away a live action decoy. And what that is, that's a Dave Smith decoy body, a Jake decoy, Strutter. And then what Wade does is he actually puts a live action system on there, so the tail fan, you can articulate that tail fan to go up and down. You can it'll spread out like a full fan, and it's all done by a string system. So it's manually done. There's no remote control, so it's all legal in the state of Iowa. And I tell you what, that thing is something else. But we're going to be giving away one of those at our booth at the Deer Classic. Just need to come by and download the app. Show us that you got the app in front of us, and then we'll put your name and number and address in the old Grizzly cooler. And if we draw your name, you got a chance of winning that decoy, or a brand new $400 Grizzly cooler, or a brand new Elite bow, or a brand new backpack from Fourth Arrow and Winsent, full of Winsent stuff. So we've got 4 great prizes for you to win. Just for coming down and downloading the app and let us tell you about it. And then you're going to need to listen, because we're going to announce the winners on the app. So you're going to need to listen, and we'll announce the winners on Sunday while we're doing all that. Probably be Sunday night, and then we'll get all that stuff to you. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, man. And that's some great swag. We'll have some stickers. We got stickers to give away. I think we got a bunch of hats. I'm trying to think what else I got in there. We're going to be giving away a Spurs Up call set. Thanks to Ben. That should be coming up any day. We got a bunch of stuff to do, so I'm excited about that. Andrew, are you excited about that?
I sure am.
Plus, you get to meet Andrew. Andrew's going to be working the booth Friday and Saturday and Sunday. He's not going to do Sunday. He doesn't want to commit to Sunday, so it'll just be me and Larry on Sunday.
Well, that's even more incentive.
For what?
Get to see Larry again.
Well, everybody loves Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know where Larry's going to be. Larry's going to be over there with the working class bow hunter guys. That's where Larry's going to be hanging out.
Yeah, because they have donuts.
Yeah, they got beer. You and I will be drinking Stu's Barbecue Lemonade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, I love that lemonade. That's good stuff. Man, I can't wait for turkey season. I am so pumped. I got all my fishing stuff ready. You know what I did? I bought an e-bike. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I love my Polaris, and my Polaris is great for when I got to carry a bunch of stuff out, or if I got a deer I need to haul out, like when I shot my deer, 2 years ago, and I had to winch it out of the river because it died in the river, and I had to go swimming after it. Remember that? I do. That was cold, middle of winter, and I'm out there swimming in the river in my thermal underwear.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was especially when I hit that hole, man. I hit that hole and I disappeared, man. Bloop. Jeff Jorgensen, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I'm froze, man. It's like 20 degrees, and I'm in that stupid river. I had to go get my buck. But, man, I winched that thing out with my Polaris. It was great. But that e-bike, I bought a Baku, and that is going to be awesome because I bought a cart. It's got a pull-behind cart, so I can put my camera, my tripod, my blind, my turkey decoys. I can haul that in and out. But the nice thing about those e-bikes is they don't make any noise. I mean, it's whisper quiet driving into your hunting area. Larry goes, I remember you whined for 3 days. Thanks, Larry Mack.
Hey, Larry, thanks for jumping on.
Yeah, well, he's on Facebook Live.
I know.
Yeah.
You should send a donut emoji.
Yeah, well, he sent a laughing thing with the tears. Yeah. But that e-bike is going to be awesome because I can literally drive within 25, 30 yards of my stand, and I'm not gonna spook any game. It's they don't hear you coming in, and it's electric, so there's no gas smell. There's nothing really to alert that deer. I can hide that in the brush, and I'm gonna lay it down, and I'm gonna be ready to rock and roll. And I'm gonna definitely use it turkey season this year, zipping in and out. Larry McCoy says, Jeff Klupatch says, Larry McCoy more like 3 weeks. Shut up, Klupatch. I didn't whine for 3 weeks. I might have probably whined for 3 weeks. That was freaking cold, man. So, it's one thing when you're in the military doing it. I'm not doing it when it was cold. But we got the show done.
You did.
We did get the show done. I learned something on that hunt. I don't know why I didn't know this, but I did not know that deer float in the river when you could float them down. It's like, really? Because I told Jeff, I said, I'm going to have to swim across and then drag it. He goes, just put it in the river and float it down. I said, really? He goes, yeah, the hair and stuff, they'll float. I said, okay. And I did. It worked great, man. Just came out and got it to the winch, and we winched it up, and it was, you learn something. I don't have a problem when I learn something. So, Larry Mack, are you up? Call Larry, see if he answers.
Oh, man. Sorry, Larry.
Yeah, call him up. Tell you what, I'm going to hit a roll break and see if we can get Larry Mack on here, because I need to ask him what he's going to be doing at the Deer Classic. So, we'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Hey, are you in the market?
Aaron, that's on Respect the Game TV. If you go on YouTube and look up Respect the Game TV, you should be able to see that episode there. Or if you go, Larry called in. Hey, Larry Mack called in. You should be able to find it there, buddy. It's from last season. It's my Iowa hunt.
Imperial RV also features a full-service center ready for any repair that your RV might have. Imperial RV can finance on-site to help you with all your financing needs. They also have a full-service parts department for anything you might need to keep your camper going. They're open Monday through Saturday, located at 1727 South Aiken
Man,
Boulevard.
it's driving me crazy.
Please call them at 515-964-1424 or check them out online.
Got to have my hat curved. It's going in the dishwasher when I get home. I love that deer camp. Isn't that cool? I love that logo.
Financial future is a priority, and life insurance is an easy way to help make that happen. You'll feel good knowing you've taken steps to protect what matters most if you were to pass away. Plus, life insurance is often...
Oh, him and Larry are talking. This isn't good.
Contact Darren Islander, agent at 515-964-7575 today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You were hunting, and a deer tick just crawled onto your leg and is burying its head into your flesh. You can't feel the bite, and you may or may not find the tick. In the coming weeks, you may or may not notice a red ring around the bite. Shortly thereafter, you may or may not get really sick. Your doctor may or may not test you for Lyme disease. The test may or may not detect it, meaning you may or may not get the medication needed. If untreated or not treated on time, you could have a lifetime of complications. Don't take that chance. Get Elimitic clothing from Game Hide. Elimitic features Insect Shield, a repellent that is fused to the fabric.
He's been on the phone for 3 minutes instead of doing his job. See, this is why I don't give him raises. Yippee.
special care. The treatment is odorless and invisible. Wearing a Limitic can help protect you from
No, I don't like it. Do your job. Morning, John. How you doing, bud?
As we head to the field this hunting season, you need to remember to work up your pet's activity level slowly. Don't take them out on opening day and expect them to perform without having any previous exercise. Remember to have a proper first aid kit for your pet when you go into the field. That should include bandage materials, gauze, antibiotic ointment, and items that could be used as a splint if needed. Plus a muzzle. Even friendly dogs will bite if they're in pain. Please make sure your pet is current on all vaccines before you head out. Your pet should also have a good physical exam to make sure she is healthy enough to go hunting. Always
do you hear this? Can you hear him in the background? I never heard it. It's pathetic.
Pathetic.
More visible and provides
I'd say actual goals is what it
Be
is.
careful and have fun. Remember, this is what most of our dogs were born to do. This message has
Hey,
been
Dan, tell Larry I got you guys a room at the Howard Johnson book. Nice hot tub. Got floaties ordered from Amazon. They have flames on them.
65 pets.
Rocco, what are you talking about?
Hello, this is Dave from JLM Shooter Supply in Irvine.
I have no idea what that means, man.
Specializes in helping you find the right firearm for your needs. We carry new and used firearms.
The Howard Johnson for where? When we go to Greensburg?
As well as folks who like to hunt.
I didn't even know they had Howard Johnsons left anymore.
We still accept trades on
He will know? Okay.
We'll also look at any firearm you might wish to sell or put on consignment. JLM Shooter Supply carries firearms to meet any budget.
Flames on the side of them. That's funny. Morning, Rick. How are you, bud?
Full-time gunsmith on board that can help with all your gun repair needs. So from ammo and hearing protection to gun cleaning kits, holsters, and sights, we handle it all at JLM Shooter
It's
Supply.
like a 2-star.
Stop by at 6931 Douglas Avenue in Irvington or call us at 515-331-1577. That's 515-331.
Good morning, P. Vitty. Good to see you up and about.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday morning. Let's head over to the phones. We got the man, the Larry Mack. It's time for a Larry Mack attack. Good morning, Larry Mack.
What is going on?
Steve Rocco told me to tell you that he has got reservations for us at a Howard Johnson that's got a hot tub, and he's got floaties with flames on the side of them already ordered for us.
It's a pretty slick Hojo.
It's a Hojo. Do they even have Howard Johnsons anymore?
I'm not sure if they do or not, but they do up there. Obviously, there's one left, and it's a kingpin.
Is that a place that you actually stayed at?
Biggest hot tub in the country.
Biggest hot tub in the country. All right.
Yeah.
Well, he has laughing emojis on there.
All the way around it.
Yeah.
Look into the concrete right there. There ain't nothing like it.
That must be a P. Vitty thing, because he's laughing. He's laughing pretty hard on it.
Oh, speaking of P. Vitty, I got to call P. Vitty back. He tried to call me yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy day.
Well, he's watching you. He's watching us on Facebook Live right now.
Hey, P. Vitty, I'll call you after a while.
Yeah.
I'm headed down to the farm.
Hey,
I'm trying to find some antlers.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, I want to get you on here real quick. Tell everybody the difference between the basin and the terrain.
Well, there's the basin is really the system was obviously formulated off of the Ember. The Ember was a huge success, and it's still doing really, really well if you're used, because it goes to a little bit lower draw length. Then the basin's a little bit longer. It also goes to 70 pounds. And for those bigger frame guys that have longer draw lengths that want to draw 70 pounds, that's on a budget, it's a great selection. The terrain is it's a bow. It's it's got more of a hybrid cam system, but it feels 100% elite, and it's just it's a great shoot bow. I believe it's 32 inches axle, and at a good price point as well. But it performs flawlessly. It's a great shoot bow.
Now, you told me, I told everybody either one of those bows would be a good hunting partner. You told me you'd hunt with either one of those bows anywhere.
100%. And I've told this, and I may have told it on your show before, but when I first got a terrain in, I set it up, and it set up super simple, and I shot it, and I was like, man, that bow feels pretty darn good. And then I shot it again, and immediately, next thing you know, an hour and a half went by, and I'm just out there shooting. I'm like, it's an awesome bow to shoot. It feels really, really good. And I called Josh Sidebottom from up at the factory and told him, I was like, no, what is this bow? It's absolutely incredible. It is. Both of those are best in class products. I mean, without a doubt. Like I said, I would go into wood with either one of them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, did you get a chance to? I had somebody ask us about this, and I don't know if we did that, but they wanted to know where they can go and look at past episodes of Respect the Game. That's all on YouTube, isn't it?
Yep, YouTube. You can go to YouTube Hunt Channel, and yeah, you can look up whatever season you want, or you can go to MOTV too, and they have 10 seasons on MOTV as well.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, there you go. You can go to Respect the Game TV. So you're coming up to the Deer Classic. I know a lot of folks are already looking forward to seeing you.
Good, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them. It's going to be good, fun. I always look forward to the Classic up there. It's one of my favorite shows of the year, and yeah, just looking forward to talking to people and talking hunting and seeing a lot of big deer and heck, even probably talk a little fishing too, I imagine.
It's almost getting that time. Well, things are getting warmer down there in Missouri. You should be able to go fishing pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, this next week it's supposed to be pretty nice, and it's that time of year. I woke up this morning and I had a rod in one hand and I had an arrow in the other. I was like, it's that time of year. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I was dreaming about, but I got a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. We just had George Lynch on. He was bragging about you shooting geese with a bow, and he said you guys were out there and you actually had a couple blonde geese and some black-necked banded geese come in while you were bow hunting.
Yeah, the blondes, they're the only ones that can withstand the cold weather. The brunettes, I don't know, they don't like that cold weather. So we did have a couple of blondes, and actually, I've never seen a blonde Canada goose but they were flying right there in the flock. It wasn't a snow goose, wasn't that they were kind of, say blind, it was more of a kind of a yellowish tint goose, and me and George were just sitting there like, wow, because I literally had never seen that before, and just flying around honking and everything else with the rest of the geese, and yeah, unfortunately we didn't get them to come in, but it was just awesome to see them. Yep.
Yeah, that'd be like you'd have to get one of them mounted, man. That's like a goose of a lifetime, right?
Yeah, like I said, not that when I was younger and coming up, I goose hunted and waterfowl hunted a lot as well, and time gets away from you as you get older, and I just hadn't had the time, but man, yeah, I've never seen it before, even going on golf courses or whatever, and for as much just a lot of the locals you see around town, sometimes you get some of those migrators that end up finding a new home, and I've never laid my eyes on one until that day.
Yeah. Well, turkey season's coming up, and I know you love turkey hunting as much as I do. Tell everybody about your Missouri bird last year. How big the spurs on? You really got a turkey of a lifetime last year. Tell them about that.
Well, I'll tell you the story. Philip and I were up in Knox County hunting with Chris Allison at Knox County Whitetails, and we were going out in the morning. Chris actually went with us, and he was running the camera. We were trying to get it on film and all this, and the birds, a couple days we had a front move through or something, and the birds they weren't really talking. So we were bouncing from spot to spot. Well, we knew where we wanted to be the next morning, and we got there, set up, and we had a bird fire off, and he ended up coming and taking forever from our left. We saw him on the next hill. I was like, man, we picked the wrong hill, and the bird just sat out there. He's just one of those just sat out there and just spinning in circles, and Philip was singing to him on the calls, and he ended up just easing all the way down, and coming right up, and Philip ended up getting a shot at him, and we ended up getting that bird. So we were there high-fiving and all that stuff, and Philip and I grabbed the call. We were kind of playing around and hit the call, and all of a sudden here, Down the woods again. So we went back and got set back up, and we're all sitting there. And Philip's like, I see, oh my God, there's some birds down there. Yeah, there's some gobblers down there. And I was like, well, yeah, we just heard them, you know. And here they come, boy. We look, and I think there are 5 gobblers that come up, and they were inching right up to the decoy. Well, Philip's bird, we went to pick at the one that he had, you know, just shot, went to go put it in the weeds behind us. Well, we didn't make it. We kind of left it out there, and the wind was blowing. And so his fan kept blowing up and down, too. And he's just laying right out in front of us, and the feathers are blowing. So we had 2 of the birds break off and come right up to the decoy. And, of course, the first one that did, they got up to it, something once or twice, and then he kind of got a little bit nervous because the feathers were just blowing everywhere right there by him, and he was like, whoa. So as soon as he turned around, I shot him, and we sat there at high-fiving, and we went out there, and Philip was running camera along with Chris at that time, too, and I was like, man, this bird feels pretty heavy, Philip, and when I lifted his fan up and grabbed his leg, I was like, oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
I was like, this one's got some daggers. And yeah, he had 1 7/8 on one and a 2-inch spur on the other, pretty much right at 2 inches on the spurs. And it was and he weighed, I think he weighed 28 pounds or something like that. But he's big, actually. He's in the Knox County booth in Massachusetts right now in the Knox County, we were at the show out there.
Yeah.
So,
I've never shot I mean, I've shot 90 birds, and I've never shot one with 2-inch spurs.
Neither have I, and I'd love to say, oh my gosh, I was waiting on the big one, and I had to let that one walk, but it wasn't. I just happened to be the dumb one that came in.
Yeah.
You know, so,
that's a bird of a life.
I hadn't either. I mean, I hadn't shot one that big either. I just, but it was a really nice. It's a heck of a bird. Philip's bird was a really, really nice bird as well. So
yeah.
That was just one of those times where one of those mornings where just, it all comes together and everything aligned.
Yeah. Josh Lemon, good morning. Philip Peavity still listening. Travis, good morning. John Pageant, just down at Spurs Up. Thank you, buddy. John said tell you congrats. That's a stud of a bird. So.
Heck yeah, tell John hi. Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, you just did. He can hear you.
Oh.
He can hear you.
Oh, he can hear me?
Yeah,
right.
he can hear you. So, no, that's awesome, man. I can't wait till we get down to Kansas with Donovan at Triple H. That's always a good way to start the season off.
Oh yeah, hunting Rios and stuff out there. It's definitely a good way to start the season off. And the birds are plentiful. There's, by gosh, if you hear one gobble, you're going to hear some more.
Yeah.
Especially early season like that. It's nice. Anytime you kind of headed westerly like that, the birds are flocked up. It's most likely you're going to be in some birds. And a lot of it too, though, is a lot of people like to hunt those big flocks of birds, and it can be really, really good. But it can also be very, very tough.
Yeah.
Just tough hunting. The birds are there and frustrating because anybody that turkey hunts or if they have, a lot of times in flocks, once that first bird gets down, and they start to, after they establish their pecking order, it's like when one starts to move one direction, it's like the flock starts to go that way as well. So it's hard. Sometimes it can be hard to pull away from all those other birds, especially around the roost.
Yeah, it can be frustrating, that's for sure. Larry, I got to run, buddy, and I know you got to call Viddy. Tell everybody how they can.
Don't tell me you got to run because you ain't going to run nowhere.
Yeah, well, I've got to run on the show. So yeah. My days of running are over. You got that right. Hey, and Jenny,
I run to the refrigerator.
And make sure you email Jenny your menu request because she's already freaking out about what to feed you next week. So.
Oh, she's fine. She knows better than that. I'll eat whatever.
Yeah, well,
she could accept for sure.
I know she's got steak and a Milo steak and some shrimp and grits already on the menu. So.
Well, there ain't nothing wrong with that right there.
Well, she's got to make sure her, she calls Larry her Blake Shelton, so she's got to make sure you're happy.
Well, Blake Shelton will definitely be happy with that.
All right, man. If they want to find out more about Larry McCoy or Respect the Game TV, how can they do that, sir?
You know, they can go to all of our social media, you know, Respect Your Game TV, Instagram, Facebook, all that. You go to YouTube, Respect Your Game TV, and like I said, you can see past episodes. And also, we do put up some of the, you know, the fresher episodes, too, that are airing through this first quarter. So you'll be able to catch them there. And also, you can go to Hunt Channel. We do have, you know, some announcement coming for some new places you'll be able to find us here coming soon.
Yeah, that's going to be big there. Hey, John Padgett said he's going to send us some gator tail meat.
So I'm all about that.
Yeah, thanks, John. We appreciate that. Yeah.
They're awesome. They're good swimmers. They swim that Crisco just like the crappie does.
Yeah, there's a lot of love when they're floating in that oil, isn't there?
That's right.
Yeah. Larry Mack, always good. Are you going to the farm today, bud?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
We'll go down there and see if I can't find any antler too.
All right. You go have fun. I'll chat with you Monday, pal.
All right. We'll see you. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. There goes one fine gentleman right there. I love that man, Larry McCoy. All right, we got to take a break, and we'll be back with Smokin' Joe Smeltzer right here on 1350 ESPN. John, that's awesome, man. That would be. I love alligator. That's some good stuff there, buddy.
I know things can be tough in the world today. I see it every day.
I will, pal.
Relationship issues,
Woo!
parenting struggles, anxiety, depression, or folks just looking for
Gator, it's what's for dinner.
You find yourself struggling and are looking for someone to help you find answers to a better relationship, a marriage.
That's one thing I got to do. I got to get down there and bowfish a gator, man. I've been wanting to do that for a while. I need to do that. I want to do some stingrays, too. We need to do that this summer, John. I need to come down there and do some bowfishing, man. Stingray's good eating, too. But, man, I just always thought that'd be kind of cool in the ocean, just spearfishing stingrays.
Looking for someone to listen to you? We're here. Please consider calling us for a confidential appointment at New Life. 515-225-4006.
Man, this has been a star-studded show. A star-studded show.
Find us 24/7 at newlifecounseling.com.
George Lynch, Larry McCoy.
In the mood for a great family treat or a
Come on. Come on. I'm coming. I'll be heading down there. Hey, do you guys have a call for stingrays? How would that be? Because it's underwater.
You'll love the fresh hot flavors like caramel apple, kettle corn, jalapeno, cheddar cheese, birthday cake, or patriotic mix, just to name a few. You'll find
The Swedish.
Harley and his crew can help you pick out the perfect
That would be the one that gets them going.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. They say stingray tastes like scallops. I love scallops, man.
Everyone loves popcorn, especially when it's from Lotta Pop. It's the same great popcorn you'll find.
Better call Smeltzer before he gets his customer.
Lotta Pop can help with any special occasion, corporate events, and special fun.
That sound is after when you went overboard. Yeah, it'd be my luck. I'd be the one that falls over. I'll probably be bowfishing and bending down, and I'll hit a wave or something and go bloop. I could see it happening, man.
Sports in Altoona and see what's new in your sport. Archery Field and Sports has been helping archers and bow hunters for generations.
Doing pretty well.
This show does go by fast. 2 hours, man. It goes by so quick. Good morning, Gary. How you doing, Val?
Sometimes it's beneficial.
You're welcome, Tom.
You know, sometimes.
What's up, Trav? Josh, I don't think I'm gonna make it, but I'm getting stuff ready for the classic. I'm backed up a little bit, man. But thank you. Hope you guys have a good dinner.
He knows Dan.
Bye, John.
He just calls him out of the blue. So he just beat us to the punch.
Archery Field and Sports at East 56th
Like
Street
his
in Altoona.
McCoy senses.
Open Tuesday through Sunday
Yep.
with leagues during the week. For more information, go to archeryfield.com or call 515-265-6500.
When you go big game
Yes,
hunting,
we got.
do you go the
We're
extra
there.
step and try to stay
Early
undetected
Dan's
and
at least
lethal?
3 days.
Well,
Sunday.
Lethal Products can help you do that every trip. It starts by
What's that?
washing your clothes with the Lethal Products scent-free detergents, providing a
What's
razor
up, Ty?
to avoid their noses.
Ty Bigsy. Morning, Parker. How are you, bud? Parker, you just missed Larry Mack, man.
Go to like what?
Larry McCoy was just on.
How long does it go to like each day?
The Deer Classic? It's till 9 on Friday, and then 7 on Saturday, and 5 on Sunday, I think.
Lethal Products also provides protection from little pests like
Late.
ticks and mosquitoes with their bug
What?
and tick repellent. Lethal
It's over
Products
Sunday.
is a hunting system
I know,
you
but
can
like
count on.
what on
For more
Friday it goes
information
from
on
when to
Lethal
when?
Products, just go to
5 to 9,
lethalproducts.com. That's
and then
lethalproducts.com.
9 to 7.
Or Archery Field and Sports in
That's a
Altoona.
long day.
Lethal
It's not a
Products
long
will
day.
help you be lethal in the
I'm the one that's got to be there at 6. What are you griping about? I'll be there from 6 to 9. Listen to him whine. He's whining. I mean, I got to get up early. Early.
I know, he has to get his shots in.
Yeah. Boy, that Andrew, man. I can't do it.
True, the one day
He's
I
like
don't
my third
know
kid. Jenny's right. He's like my third kid. He is. He's like my kid. My son. Son, you coming over? I'm tired, Dad.
Yeah, this is the part where we have to do it. This is why we want to live.
You already got a raise.
Lazy Acre, Clover Deluxe, and the popular Dixie 6 to their attractants like Game Changer, Sweet Stuff,
yeah,
and
that's
Buck Rock.
probably
The best way to put it is, if you're not using Backwoods
Same
Attractions,
thing, Parker. Just working, waiting to go thump some turkeys, buddy. I can't wait. My favorite time of year.
So do yourself a favor and swing by and support your local co-op or farm supply store and ask for Backwoods Attraction to set yourself up for a successful fall.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car. Gonna take you.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN. We got the Smelter on from Carl Chevrolet, riding in his new car. What are you doing, Joe?
I don't have a new car.
Do what?
I don't have a new car.
You got a new car every day. You're always driving those demos.
I wish we don't have those anymore.
What?
I missed that boat a long time ago.
You guys don't get to drive demos anymore?
No, I think because when I started here in 2007, they, I think like a couple managers and Brett, they had a demo, but that program kind of is deteriorating at that point. So
Wow.
I never made it. So
I'm sorry. Hey, did my truck get accepted yet?
no,
What's the deal, man?
it's slow moving parts at GM the last few weeks.
Are you on speaker?
I'm on my earbuds. Can you not hear me good enough?
Yeah, get off your earbuds. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me better?
That's way better. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just been slow moving, unfortunately, at GM because I got quite a few half tons given to me, but I only had they gave me 20 half tons to order, but I can only have 162 out of those 20. So.
Well, tell Brett, let's get on it, man. I need to get that truck so I can get it wrapped.
I know.
Yeah, let's go.
I just wish it was easier than it's easier said than done, as they say.
Well, I got all the faith in the world of Brett Moyer. I think Brett can just call GM and tell him how it is.
I wish we could.
Yeah. Tell Brett I said that too. I know Brett. Brett's got, yeah. When Brett Moyer calls, Detroit listens.
Yeah.
What's going on at the Rock? What do you got for people?
I actually have about 20 half-ton pickups here, so I have some LTZs, I have some RSTs, so I have a variety of different trim packages available, and hopefully that we'll get more coming here soon. So it's been a pretty decent week with vehicles arriving, and it's finally nice to say that I have some inventory sitting here that hasn't already been sold.
Did you get any new Trail Bosses in?
I have I got one new Trail Boss in, and it's a shadow gray, which is kind of like a dark gray.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cloth, heated seats, heated steering wheel, four-wheel drive, of course, and it's got the 5.3 V8 in it.
Well,
But I think I have a white one, too, so I've gotten two in this weekend. Those two are available as well, too. So
They're 5.3s, though.
Correct. Yeah, the 6.2s we haven't seen. Those don't come in very quickly, so
Well,
as you know, with
yeah,
your truck. So.
if you get a 6.2 Trail Boss in, call me that's white, because, if it's going to be, because I need to get that in and wrap before I go to Alberta. So
Going to Alberta?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to Alberta in September. You think we'll have that?
That's when it is.
Yeah. So we'll figure it out. Just let me know.
Yeah. Yep, I sure will.
Okay. Well, what's the incentive? What's the incentives right now?
On trucks, there's $1,250 in rebates, so it's $500 from GM, and if you have a 08 or newer Chevrolet, then there's an extra $750. You can forfeit those two, and there is 0% financing out there for 48 months. So it's a shorter length of term, but then you got 0.9 for 60 months and 1.9 for 72 months. So there are some incentivized rates out there to take advantage of if you wish as well. So
okay,
and then those are good through Monday, and then Tuesday is when everything will be updated. So it's say that we're already into March almost.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's March on Tuesday.
Yeah, March on Tuesday, and then the Deer Classic on Saturday or on Friday.
Yep. All right. Tell them where they can find you.
Classic tickets, so I have a few left.
Oh, well, hey, if you want Deer Classic tickets, go see Joe at Carl Chevrolet. He's got them. So, where can they find you, bud? Joe?
Sorry, it switched to my Bluetooth again, or my earbuds, and I don't even have them in.
You know, where can they find you?
1101 Southeast or Labor at the Rocket. I'm here all day.
All right. Thanks, Joey.
See you, buddy.
There he goes, Smoking Joe Smeltzer. Hey, real quick, Herman's Fine Jewelers, 2900 University Avenue in West Des Moines. Are you looking for some new gift ideas? Herman's has got some new diamonds and mountings in stock. They've been helping Iowans for over 30 years. They got in-store jewelry repair. They can do custom jewelry. I got 2 or 3 things made there from Herman's Fine Jewelers. But if you are wanting to make an impression, that's the place I would send you, because they've got some of the best prices in town. If you got stuff laying around that you just don't need anymore, you need a new 12 gauge or 20 gauge for turkey season, and you got jewelry laying around you just don't wear anymore, take it over to Herman's and let Frank and Donnie look at it. Chances are you're going to get more for your money at Herman's than you will anywhere else, and you can go get yourself a brand new shotgun. That's right, Herman's Fine Jewelers, 222-2600. They've been helping Iowans for over 30 years, and that's where I go if I want to get a good memory made. Herman's Fine Jewelers. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Taping your own hunts is an exciting way to capture the moment. Fourth Arrow Camera Arms can help you video easier in the field.
Morning, Tim.
Extremely lightweight, durable, and easy to pack. Their patented shoulder system is also very adaptable to any tree or ground blind setup. The bases are affordable and easy to
thanks,
set
Bill.
up in various wind directions. Multiple camera arms are available,
This is it.
including the Stiff Arm, Stiff Arm Pro, and Stiff Arm Elite. They're made of high-quality aluminum or carbon, depending on what you choose. Ground blind hunters, there's the
Morning,
tripod
David.
and monopod options. They're quiet and maneuver easily within the blind. All models can handle Consumer Pro video and perform quietly in
This show goes by quick.
You can even custom pick your
Both of
setups
them do. Wednesdays goes over quick, and
if you're looking to tape your hunts this season, check out FourthArrowCameraArms.com. Outdoors Dan approved for the field for great video action. Are you getting ready for hunting season?
Yeah.
Well, you've done your homework, and now the time is getting close. One thing after you've harvested that deer or wild game, where are you going to take it? Well, I have an answer. The Milo Locker in Milo, Iowa. The Milo Locker has been processing wild game and general locker.
man, I can't wait till September to get that old moose coming in. That is going to be so cool. Get them big old moose.
They do everyone's order the way the customer wants it. You can have your deer.
Have moose burgers for 2 years.
They're processed and hand wrapped.
I'll have to get me some. I'll have to get me a big old thing, a truckload of buns or something, so we can have moose burgers.
Sausage and jerky with all sorts of cheese and spice
Moose
combinations.
burgers, moose.
Ton of deer each year at the Milo Locker.
God, that's going to be so cool. I just can't. I know we got a lot of stuff to do between now and then. We got turkey season and walleye, crappie, and we got all summer to go bass fishing and stuff. But boy, I tell you what, that is going to be so cool running around up there with them moose crashing those trees down and bears running around. I love it up there. It's just awesome. I'm not looking forward to the drive though. It's a 24-hour drive. That's going to be a long drive. I can tell you that. That's the one thing I'm probably not looking forward to. I just don't want to fly because I don't want to have to haul all my stuff on a plane. No, Parker. The outfitter's already got the tags for us, so that's part of the hunt deal. I'm telling you, Jeff, it's going to be awesome. Calling that moose. Ooh. Oh. I just can't imagine a 1,500-pound animal at 20 yards. That's going to be so. That's going to be awesome. Yeah. It's just put all your sight pins on his right behind the shoulder.
Loaded with the latest archery and shooting equipment, hunting gear, deer blinds, land experts, big game outfitters, utility vehicles, food plots and equipment, and lots more. Bring your racks for Iowa's Big Buck and Shed Contest. Shoot the Hoyt 300 and 3D events. Pro seminars and celebrities, free kids archery, bull riding.
I can imagine that's not going to be a lot of fun, but I'll have plenty of help. I'm taking every strap of meat I can home. I'm going to bring 3 Grizzly coolers up with me. So we're not leaving no meat. I've already got a freezer ordered, so I got my freezer ready when I get home. I'm gonna have my one whole freezer, nothing but moose. And Raven will not have any moose. Jenny and I have already had the talk.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
Oh, there goes my pen. There you go, Bill. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. I hope everyone's having a great Saturday, and thank you so much for making us part of your weekend. We appreciate that. Thank you, Brad. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Let's see. You want to do the mail call? Let's do mail call.
All right.
See, he doesn't have that ready. Get the hammer ready, too.
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. You got mail.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna
All right, we got mail. This week is mail brought to you by Darren Eilander, American Family Insurance in Ankeny. This is from Lou Williams of Des Moines. Dan, what can I use for a live trap on a raccoon? Thanks, love your show. You know, Lou, I actually had to look this up because I haven't done any trapping in so long. There are several good products out there that didn't exist when I last time I ran a live trap was probably 30 years ago, to be honest with you. But there's a product called a coon getter. I'm not making that up. That's what it's called, a coon getter. It's like little dog food kibble. They've got a product called raccoon paste. That's easy to apply in the cage. And then there's another company called Ramic, R-A-M-I-K, Ramic Lure for raccoons and squirrels. So all 3 of those would work pretty good for trapping raccoons in a live trap. So Lou, I hope that helps you, and I hope you do well with that. And you're going to get free lunch from courtesy of Darren Eilander at American Family Insurance. So there you go. How about that? And if you would like to have lunch or win something else from the show, all you got to do is just go to my website, theoutdoorcallradio.com.
Folks.
Well, it didn't sound right at first. It didn't. So theoutdoorcallradio.com, that's my website now, and my email's right there, and you'll see just smash that little mail button, and my email will come up, and you can email me, and if I read your letter on the air, you're going to win. It's easy. Easy. Let's see. Jones Brothers Taxidermy. I was just out there the other day. Saw Dave. If you need to get something mounted, give them a holler. 515-249-4362. 515-249. Did I say that wrong? 515-249-4362. There you go. That's right. Boy, Dave had an otter. Yeah, thank you. He just did an otter, and it's beautiful, man. The fur on that thing, I'm telling you. Boy, otters, man. You got a pond and an otter or two gets in there, you ain't going to have any fish left. They're going to have that fished out really quick. They're bad on ponds, man.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
Exactly. I'm telling you. Oh, 852 and some change. All right, if you haven't won anything in the last, what did we do the last time? If you haven't won anything all year, we got a lot of calls with that. People are excited about that. I got a Cookies Barbecue Grill Pack we'll give away if you haven't won anything this year. So that means if you haven't won anything since January 1st, you can call 244-1350, 244-1350. We got a Quickies barbecue grill pack we'll give away. We'll see how that goes. Let's see. Dr. Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi. I got to brag on Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi.
Oh, who doesn't?
I'm telling you. Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi. Stewie was there at the Beast Feast. We raised over $60,000 for the Family Cancer Network last weekend for the courtesy of all the fine folks at the Beast Feast. I want to thank everybody that attended. And it was amazing, folks. I'm telling you. Just really, really, really nice. One of the things that we really we had an ATV for the first time, and the raffle tickets on that went really well. We had live music from Eli, and just super nice guy. And I want to thank Dr. Yagi. They bid $3,100 on a live whiskey making experience at Revelton, and I want to thank Rob and Christy Taylor and our buddy Hank that donated that. They gave 2 of those away, and we raised, I think it was like $6,400 just on those 2 auction items. So that was awesome. It was a great evening, and I couldn't have done it without Dr. Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi and the fine folks at Advanced Family Dentistry. So if you need dental care, if you need a new dentist, or you're new to the area, or if you're not happy with the dentist that you're going to, please consider the fine folks at Advanced Family Dentistry at 907 North Ankeny Boulevard. 515-964-1490. Go check them out at any time at AnkenySmiles.com. They will just do amazing stuff for you. They're just awesome people. That's why I go there, and tell them Outdoors Dan sent you. Let's go say hi to Steve real quick. Good morning, Steve. How are you?
Good. How are you, Dan?
I'm good. You want to go for a little cookies?
Please.
You got barbecue sauce, you got some wings and things, hot sauce, and some cookies flavor enhancer in this thing.
Good deal.
Yeah, you want that?
Sure.
Okay. Steve, what kind of barbecue sauce am I giving away on the show today?
Cookies barbecue sauce.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, I appreciate you listening, all right? We'll call you back.
Okay.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, bye.
Hey! Ralphie up in New York, how you doing there, buddy? The DiMartino's on Facebook Live. Must be my buddy Ralphie. Should be 515. Thanks, Brad. Did I not say 515? I did say. Am I not saying that right today? Am I got dyslexia going on? 515. It's in the 515.
It's in the 515.
It's in the 515.
Speaking more millennial now.
Yeah, there you go. Ralph DiMartino, the best paving guy in the country. I can say that. They got the trucks to prove it. That's my buddy. That's my New York buddy. So, man, we're done. We're out of here. The show's over. It's been fun. I want to thank George Lynch from Legendary Gear. I want to thank George for coming on. We'll give that goose call away later on the Outdoor Call Radio Network, and we'll tell everybody who won that. I want to thank Larry McCoy for calling in. Always good to hear from my buddy Larry Mack. And thank you to you. We couldn't do this show without you. I want to thank you for supporting the show the last 20 years. I want to thank all my producers in the past, my producer in the present for the time being. For the time being. Yeah, until you know, I got ads out on Monster right now. I'm kidding. Jenny goes, "You make sure you take care of Andrew. Andrew does such a good job for you." Yes, honey. Don't you mess that up with Andrew, Dan. She loves Andrew. He's like my kid. How am I going to get rid of my kid? You know?
Can't.
I can't.
Ever.
Yeah, Ralphie says you're always doing an amazing show. Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate that. So anyway, we'll see you. We'll be live at the Iowa Deer Classic next week. Come on by and say hi. I'd love to see you. We always like to say hi and hear your deer stories and see some pics. So please make sure you do that. On behalf of Andrew and I, thank you for helping us stay on the air for over 20 years here in Iowa. We really appreciate you. We'll be back again next week right here on 1350 ESPN. See you, everybody. Bye! Two hours goes by way too quick, doesn't it? It's crazy. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. We will see you at the event center next week, hopefully. And if you need something, you know how to get a hold of me. Until then, be good, be safe, get out there and get some sheds. Find some sheds. We'll see ya.
Roxy Ignite.